Once in the garden of Jetavana, Anathapindika's monastery, the Buddha sat with his disciples under the shade of a grand Bodhi tree. Among them was Ananda, his beloved attendant, who approached the teacher with a pressing question. "Master," Ananda began, humbled by his own lack of understanding despite his years of close attendance, "I have listened to your teachings, yet I struggle to see the truth within myself. It seems elusive and out of reach. How can I uncover it?" The Buddha smiled gently, a serene luminescence in his eyes. Knowing Ananda's sincerity, he decided to guide him through experience rather than discourse. "Ananda," the Buddha said, "look around this garden. What do you see?" Ananda took a moment. "I see the trees swaying in the breeze, birds flittering, and the clear blue sky above." The Buddha nodded approvingly. As with the garden, it is so with the mind. What is reflected outside is reflected within. Consider a clear mirror, it shines truths untarnished by illusion. Our mind, too, must be like this mirror, perfectly still and clear to reflect the truth within. Perplexed yet intrigued, Ananda again asked, "How do I make my mind this mirror?" With unyielding patience, the Buddha led Ananda to a nearby pond. The water was calm, and they both peered into its surface, seeing their reflections. "When the water is calm, you see your face clearly," the Buddha remarked. "When you quell the disturbances of craving, aversion, and delusion, your mind becomes peaceful, like this still water, and the truth of your nature is revealed effortlessly." As Ananda watched the faint ripple fade away from the pond's surface, the realization dawned upon him. It was not the world or the self that must change, but the framework of his perceptions, his understanding and acceptance of the truth within. The Buddha continued, "Often, it is our tangled thoughts, like ripples on the water, that obscure the clarity. As a great master once said, truth is not sought, it is realized through self-reflection and unclouded understanding." With this, Ananda resolved to practice vigilance and mindfulness, allowing both the world around and the world within to be revealed as they truly are. Buddhist principle * the sutra says, "In seeing the world with clarity, one sees one's own nature clearly." The truth inside us is mirrored by the world outside when perceived with a still and clear mind.
In a world filled with noise, standing firm in truth speaks the loudest. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. C.S. Lewis. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Gordon A. Eady. Real integrity is doing the right thing, knowing that nobody's going to know whether you did it or not. Oprah Winfrey. Popularity is easy to gain, but character and integrity requires much more. Unknown. In looking for people to hire, look for 3 qualities: integrity, intelligence, and energy. And if they don't have the first, the other 2 will kill you. Warren Buffett. To believe in something, and not to live it, is dishonest. Mahatma Gandhi. Living with integrity not only brings peace, but helps to build a legacy that outlives the noise of popularity.
Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of matter. But first, what exactly is matter? Matter is everything around us. It's anything that has weight and takes up space, like the chair you're sitting on, the air you're breathing, and even the water you drink. Now, matter can exist in different forms known as states. There are 4 main states of matter you'll commonly encounter: solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. Let's explore these states. Imagine a snowman on a winter day. The snow that makes up the snowman is a solid. Solids have a fixed shape and volume because the tiny particles they're made of stick close together like friends holding hands in a big circle. This is why your snowman stays the same shape until it melts. Speaking of melting, when the snowman begins to melt, it turns into liquid water. Liquids flow and take the shape of their container, like when you pour juice into a glass. The particles in liquids are close together but can move around, sliding past one another like buddies dancing at a party. Now let's think of a boiling pot of water. As the water boils, it turns into steam, which is a gas. Gases don't have a fixed shape or volume, they spread out to fill the whole space they're in. Imagine the particles in a gas as tiny bees buzzing around in all directions and spreading out as much as they can. But wait, there's more. Have you heard of plasma? Plasma is a bit rarer here on Earth, but it's all over the universe. Plasma is like a gas but supercharged, with lots of energy. Lightning is a great example of plasma. It flashes, bright and powerful. Now you know about solids, liquids, gases, and plasma. The state that matter takes depends on its temperature and pressure. For instance, ice turns into water when you heat it up because you're giving those particles more energy. Matter is constantly changing and can transform from one state to another. That's why you'll see ice melt or water evaporate on a hot day. Isn't it amazing how the same matter can wear different hats? Each state of matter is unique, and understanding them helps us appreciate the world around us. So next time you sip a drink or watch rain fall, remember, you're seeing these extraordinary states in action. Keep exploring and asking questions. Science is an adventure, and there's always something new to discover.
Once upon a time, in the enchanting land of ancient Egypt, there was a queen named Cleopatra. She is one of the most famous queens in history, known for her intelligence, beauty, and her dramatic life. Cleopatra was born around 69 BC, a long time ago when Egypt was a powerful country. She was from a family of rulers called the Ptolemies, who were originally from Greece. Cleopatra became queen when she was just a teenager, and she was very clever. She spoke several languages and was always eager to learn more about politics, which is how countries are governed. At that time, Egypt had a great city called Alexandria, which was a center of knowledge and culture with its massive library and bustling marketplaces. Cleopatra wanted Egypt to be a strong and independent country. However, there was another powerful civilization called Rome, which was growing stronger every day. To protect her kingdom, Cleopatra had to navigate tricky politics. She met and formed a relationship with two Roman leaders, Julius Caesar and later, Mark Antony. Her partnership with Julius Caesar helped her stay in power for a while, as Caesar was one of the most influential men in Rome. With Mark Antony, Cleopatra shared a famous love story filled with both triumph and tragedy. However, not everyone in Rome was happy with her influence, and after many battles, including the famous Battle of Actium, Cleopatra and Mark Antony were defeated by Octavian, another Roman leader. It is said that Cleopatra was so determined to remain royal and proud that she chose not to be captured by her enemies. Instead, according to legend, she made her own decision to end her life, using the bite of a venomous snake called an asp. Today, Cleopatra is remembered as a remarkable queen who is not only beautiful, but incredibly smart. Her story is one of adventure, love, and the struggle for power. Children all over the world are fascinated by her life, making her one of history's most captivating figures.
In the serene temples dotting the vast landscapes of ancient India, many sought refuge from the world's unending desires and sufferings. Among them were 2 senior travelers, seasoned in the art of wandering. Their lives had been full of adventure, yet the weight of their accumulated experiences and possessions had become a burden they could no longer carry. The first traveler, named Surendra, was a sage seeking the essence of wisdom through observation and silence. His possession was a voluminous scroll, inscribed with meditations and reflections collected over decades. It never left his side, an anchor weighing him with each step. The second traveler, Amar, was of a jovial spirit, always ready to engage with people and share stories. With him, he carried a small chest packed with mementos from every village he had visited. Each item held a memory, precious yet heavy, for each step he took echoed the responsibility of preserving the past. One day, these 2 weary travelers met at a secluded temple where the enlightened Master Rajan resided. They sought counsel, yearning for peace amidst their journey's weariness. Master Rajan received them with warmth, offering but a simple phrase: to gain true peace, one must first lose. His words hovered in the air, perplexing the travelers. Master Rajan invited them for an overnight stay at the temple, during which they were to participate in its timeless practice of mindfulness and letting go. That night, under the watchful gaze of countless stars and the pervasive wisdom of silence, Surendra decided to sit in meditation. With eyes closed, he imagined releasing each letter of his cherished scroll into the night sky, watching as the scroll dissolved into nothingness, leaving only the clarity of unspoken understanding. Meanwhile, Amar took a different path. He gathered his mementos around him, contemplating each one with gratitude but finally acknowledging their transient nature. As dawn approached, he placed them at the base of a sacred Bodhi tree, silently bidding farewell with a heart full of love, knowing that true joy lay in the moments they reminded him of, not in their possession. As the morning sun bathed the temple in golden light, Master Rajan approached them now enlightened, a tranquility having settled over their faces, a calmness neither had known before. Surendra found that wisdom had always been a part of him, an internal compass, now unencumbered by words. Amar discovered that joy need not be weighed by memories but lived moment by moment, woven into every step he took. The travelers continued their journeys, unburdened and lighthearted. Peace was flowing like the breeze through the rustling leaves along their path, their spirits attuned to nature and its simple harmony.